Heels will put total leather and will get started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Offense set on first down. They'll go to the counter play. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So North Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Can y'all just pass the ball, man?
Set the tone for their respective football
drop
teams. Regardless
every
of
damn
which side
thing.
of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Potts. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Tar Heels will line it up on first.
Hey, I actually hear them cowbells.
The give to the left. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Tar Heels are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD. And
they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the
field.
Really.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Did you just see how he just balled me?
Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his
Hey, they ain't blocked nobody.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Getting some heat. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Oh,
and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going with the ground game left. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Tar Heels in the hurry up. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to power their way ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, 3rd and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Give to the running back. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Running back searching for a hole.
Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff. The receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense
Ooh,
just
that
has to
got me.
put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops falling and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Might as well give it to him again. He's there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Now on the option. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down.
Oh, yeah, I was going for that too.
the other way.
See ya.
The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, UNC. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick pass on the fly motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They ran it on first down, now on second. They try to pop a run on the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt, lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. Oh, the pirouette. He's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He'll ride his man on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's swallowed up in the line.
Oh, man, y'all can't figure that out.
Tackle. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's looking to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Mississippi State right back to the line. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
Whoa, no way.
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown Bulldogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I don't know damn well he just goes
Man, I tell
like
you what,
that.
that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set, first down.
All right, little bit over there.
He wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Looking for room at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it.
Giving us
That's a
the
completed
out
pass.
route. What is it
Big
DB
plays where
for?
it just lets him get on the edge really, really
Sat
quickly.
on it.
And if he drops
Oh,
the
shoot.
football from
We're
motion,
glad
it's
he
just
threw that in the
pass.
ground.
These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with
Give me
his
this,
eyes.
give me
He's
this.
watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Potts. Trying to get to it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone.
Come on, man.
Incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To throw, it's Potts. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Being greedy.
And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's what I'm doing.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the rule of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Fair catch, called for and made. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll open this third quarter with a run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Off play action. Fires left. Finds a man by himself. Open runway ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play.
Dude, you got hurt in the first quarter.
Picks up more than 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Going up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box as he moved to throw it away as long as he got it.
Hey, didn't even block his tail.
Nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Throws to the tight end. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Sucks.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some
Oh, my God. They caught the ball.
And this junior quarterback shows you why
that was a 100% drop. He did that.
That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. With jet sweep pass. Just ran over it.
He should have fumbled.
Give Mississippi State a first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Oh, I couldn't get there.
And he was on his way.
Freaking slow, Spoof.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Trying to find his man on first down. All kinds of room.
How does he go to hit the ref?
to the ground with the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes his connection. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Air Force. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you. So you might want to
good pancake.
Oh, the pirouette gets him loose. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Give to the single back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. They get him down, top run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
Then you run that play on second down, knowing
they are outflanked on this play. Literally outflanked.
You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on
block him. Good block. Good block.
Success rate.
All I needed.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
What I want.
Dropping back, it's Potts. He wants it all. And that one is right on target. the first row.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's it.
Fires one high and deep. What a
Oh my God, he high-pointed the ball.
Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any
I didn't think they could do that.
You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. Pretty close.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Potts. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice
That was a
job
big
by the
hit that they
team.
wouldn't even let me
Everybody
do.
stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart.
Plays they have for dime
I never
coverage
know if it's
are awesome.
grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long
That's
up
my
front
fault.
to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it.
Oh,
Looking
that's
to the
my
big
fault.
tight end. Got his man downfield.
I thought I was
And the
freaking on
tackle
the
is
tackle.
made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Immediately fires to the middle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Got 6
Yeah,
on
cut
first
back
down
over
now.
there.
A lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane.
Well, the defense
That's a late hit.
Everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack. Getting
This is going to be a cutback angle.
up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd
I got
and
at
9.
least 3 yards
At
after
this
that.
point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs
can't
work
hear
the
it,
best
no.
for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They want that clock to run. What a good run there. He has
Way to
enough
follow
for
the
first
alley,
down.
baby.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They go to the ground. And that's
Stay
a
in there.
very
Stay in
productive
there.
first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense...
Oh, he broke off of that.
Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take him back.
Oh,
And they
freak.
capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget.
He'll off one deep down the left side.
That should be a pick.
Was incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Fires to the wideout.
Oh, they tipped the ball up. We can't get it
We're
there.
taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much.
That's intentional grounding.
Throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's the handoff.
Insert holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, but you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position. Hang on to it and milk that clock.
They're going to run it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points
How we get
taken
2
off the
holdings
board?
in
Now
a
they've
row?
got to regroup
No,
and
that's
try
a
to get it
computer.
in again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, defense, if they score, it's a wrap. It's over. So we got to find a way. I know the clock's our enemy, but we got to find a way to get a stop, put ourselves in a position where we get the ball with some clock and try to go down and make something happen offensively.
It's what